Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I actually have an Orcust deck profile for you guys featuring Phantom Knight cards along with a small danger package, some scrap stuff. Very cool. This deck got a huge boost of Birdie coming off the ban list, and I feel like it is a really powerful option for this current metagame post ban list. So yeah, let's get right into the deck profile. Be sure to smash the like button, comment down below what you guys think, or if you guys have any suggestions for the deck, then be sure to comment them down below and I will respond. And of course, yeah, 500 subscribers, we are going to start doing videos with face camera, so be sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. It means a lot. It's absolutely free, and if you're unhappy with the content, you can always unsubscribe. And now that that's out of the way, cool, let's get right into the video. We are starting off with our starter. We have triple gears through the Orcust Mechanite. Obviously, this card is great, also being able to generate a token. I'm not running Halki Firebrax in this build, and people may think that's really weird, but I found that the Halki Firebrax-based Orcust decks are just really bricky in general, and I just did not like it. So I completely cut Halki Firebrax, and through testing this build, it just felt much better and it just felt superb. So it's up to you guys really, but I don't really like Halki Firebrax in this particular build, especially with Link Cross being banned. I don't see any point to running it. And all the good targets aren't even there. But yeah, Gearsu is still an amazing starter card, so triple Gearsu, and it also gives you a token, which gives you a Galtea, obviously, which is always very good. We have triple Scrap Recycler. This card, I saw some people not running because it can be stopped fan trap. I don't think that's good reasoning. I love this card, and I think that it's totally worth it running because this card is literally full combo. And yes, so also if your opponent hand traps you, you can clutch it out with your, the one of Kalpai, obviously. Our next card is our triple Orcust Nightmare. Nightmare is by far the best Orcust, and you always want to have it in your grave. It interacts during your opponent's turn as well. Not to mention the fact that if you have Babel and it's the damage step, you can activate Orcust Nightmare in graveyard because only effects that negate activations and change attack can be activated in the damage step. So basically, your opponent attacks, they didn't zero out a Nightmare, because who would even think about that? You banish the Nightmare, send, I don't know, whatever you want, and boost it by a lot of attack points during the thing, and their monster's gone. So yeah, that's another cool interaction. But overall, it's a really great card. A thing to note is about all the Orcust cards, after you banish them, you are locked into dark monsters. We have our double Orcust symbol skeleton. We need two because first of all, Dingirsu requires one, and then another one just because it's really nice to have, especially if you have to banish it off of darkness or something, allure, and stuff like that. But chances are you're not going to, but definitely having two is very nice. We have next up our double World Legacy World Wand. World Wand, I opted to run two over the one World Wand, one Gizmek, because I just like this card a lot more, and it's an amazing extender. So double World Wand, and our final Orcust card, the one Orcust Brass Bombard. This card is the worst Orcust of them all, but I still like having one, just for those scenarios. It's still nice to have, I guess. The worst case scenario, it's level 1. It's a Link Rabo, sure. Next up, we have the one Scrap Golem for a Scrap Recycler combo. You guys already know the combo, so I'm not going to go over it. We have the one Dark Grepher along with the one Armageddon Knight. Both of these cards are also really great starters, and Dark Grepher is actually a bit better because you can special summon it by pitching a level 5 or higher Dark Monster. And what's a level 5 or higher Dark Monster, people? Come on. Nightmare or World Wand. So yeah, that's a really cool interaction. And then you can just discard a Dark Monster and send the Dark from your deck to the graveyard. So just by doing that, you loaded your graveyard with 3 different Darks, which is really great, last time I checked. And then obviously Armageddon Knight, busted card. We are only running 3 dangers, but these are the best ones, and they are amazing extenders. The one Nessie, the one Jackalope, and the one Sushinoko. All of these cards have effects that replenish themselves, and that way you do not lose card value, because all of these cards, if you go for Nessie and they snipe the Nessie, then you get to grab any of the Jackalope or Sushinoko, so you did not lose any cards from the interaction. If they don't snipe the Nessie, then you summon and you draw a card, so you have the same amount of cards in hand, and you've got a body. If you draw the Jackalope and they snipe the Jackalope, you can summon either the Nessie or Sushinoko from the deck, so you get a free body for the card in your hand. So that's value, and if they don't snipe it, then you get to draw a card and summon it. And Sushinoko, same thing, you get a body if they snipe it, and if they don't, you get to draw a card and summon it. So yeah, all of these are very good, and they're by far the best dangers. Onto our mini Phantom Knight package, you have the one Phantom Knights of Silent Boots and the one Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak. Having one of each is a lot better than running double boots because then you have more versatility. Not to mention the fact that because of these, you can actually go into VFD, which I'll get into later. For a hand trap, you have triple Ash Blossom Joy Spring. In my opinion, is still one of the best hand traps of all time. And the double Imperm, we'll get into why I'm not running Veiler and double Imperm instead later. Onto the spells, you have the one Orchestrated Babble. This card is searchable by Galatea, so you do not need to run more than one. And it's a really, really great card, making all of your Orcust effects quick effects, so you can interact with your opponent on their turn. The double Orchestrated Return, also searchable off of Galatea, and has a really, really cool artwork, because if you actually look at it, that's Galatea in the back, and like over here, you have like some other stuff. It's really cool. It's a big part of like, you know, the storyline. But yeah, if you guys actually do want to see like story of the Orcust video or something, comment down below. I'll be sure to do that. Triple Allure of Darkness, Allure obviously allows you to draw 2 cards, banishing a dark, and that's just really, really great, replenishing your hand and adding consistency to a deck that's usually a bit bricky in most people's eyes, but this list has once and time again shown that it is not bricky at all, and I really, really enjoy it. The one Reinforcement of the Army, it is limited, but it is so good. It searches basically these two, but it's so worth it. These are both amazing starters. We have the one Monster Reborn, obviously in a deck like this is absolutely busted. The one Foolish Burial, sending any card from your deck to the graveyard, where every card in your deck does something in the graveyard. Yeah, that's pretty good. The one Called By, because we do want to clutch it out, obviously. And dropping the one Called By on your opponent just makes it all the more satisfying because you only have one in your deck. And finally, the one Phantom Knights Rank Up Magic Launch, so we can rank up our Dingirsu into our VFD. So yeah, after we control our Dingirsu, no Exused Materials or something, just go rank up Magic Launch, boom, VFD. So, like, the actual combo is you go Symbol, summoning the thing, Dingirsu send one of their cards, then you go rank up into VFD, effect, and their turn's over. We have the one Fog Blade for a traps for the other card, because obviously Bardiche allows us to set one, and then the other one allows us to set one. So yeah, we're always going to have the Fog Blade and the rank up in our end board setup, because usually what you want to end on is like a Bardiche with a Masquerena and like a body, or Bardiche Masquerena, and like, you know, the setup in the graveyard, so you're good to go for the next turn. The one Crescendo, because it is really nice to have. Once again, it is searchable, and it's an Omnigate that, keep in mind, it banishes, and it also has the banishing itself effect, which is really, really good. And finally, Imperm. I opted to run Imperm and not Veiler, because being able to set it and then pop it off of Scrap Wyvern instead of, like, it makes it a lot easier to resolve that combo. That is it for the main deck. It is really consistent. I'm really, really happy with it. 40 cards. Onto the extra deck, 15 card extra deck, obviously. We have the one Link Rebo, very, very powerful deck card in a deck like this. The one Barricade Board Blocker, because sometimes you just want to have a dark machine monster, not machine, well, dark monster, they can just generically go into, because it's a generic dark monster, and, you know, open up some space on your board, because it can get really cramped up because you're summoning so many cards. So the one Barricade Board Blocker really does help. The one Masquerena for your end board, not going to explain this, very self-explanatory. The double Galatea, once again, one of the best cards in the deck, would not cut this card ever. And it sets up your board. Slap on a Dingirsu on this, you know, do whatever you want. It's a busted card. The one Longirsu, this barely ever comes up, but I still like having the one just in case, because usually instead of going to Longirsu, you are going into the Rusty Bardiche. But yeah, Longirsu also has the decent sending effect, and so so that's pretty cool. But Bardiche is obviously the MVP of the deck. Recently came off the ban list, and yeah, you get literally every turn a Fog Blade and a VFD. So VFD alone is good, but that with Fog Blade, yeah, your opponent's done. The one Unicorn, you usually go into this with your Masquerena. Trisbana, I find, is okay, so why not? I decided to run it just in case, like, I don't know, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the one Bomber I really do like running, because if you go Bomber with your Masquerena during your opponent's turn, then you can just loop the Bomber effect, because you can summon your Ding and then destroy everything because you summoned it in the Bomber Zone, and go like Skeleton, summon Ding, and then, like, I don't know, just loop the Bomber effect over and over and over, and it's just really, really good. So yeah, that's that. Access Code Talker is a bit expensive. If you guys don't have the money for this, it's understandable. Feel free to get a Boral Sword Dragon instead. It's a lot cheaper right now. It's like $10, and it's a lot it's still a very, very good card, but access code, being able to pop everything is just a really, really handy effect. Scrap Wyvern obviously is part of the combo. I really do enjoy running this combo, and I would not cut it for anything. Double Dingirsu, amazing, amazing, amazing card. It's an out to Dragoon, it's an out to every card in the game. It's so good I literally run it in my Cyber Dragon deck, about more on that later. Yeah, it's really, really good, and you can loop it with your Symbol Skeleton and your Bomber, and you use it to go into VFD, and it's a really, really good card. And finally, the True King of All Calamities. To go into the True King of All Calamities, you just summon your Dingirsu, no materials, go rank up, and into VFD, and yeah, you're good to go. It's a really, really powerful combo, and a really, really strong power play. Side deck options, as usual, Nibiru, Lightning Storm, Droplets, Tactic, Talents, and a Pointer of the Red Lotus. And that is basically it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like button. Comment down below what you guys think of the deck. I will respond to you guys. Follow my official Instagram account in the description. Of course, join my Discord server. Amazing community there. And you guys can actively talk to me and some people on there. Look for a duel, play in my tournament, stuff like that. Really, really fun. And of course, at 500 subscribers, we are doing videos with a face camera. That is all for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, guys. Peace.